Five Morrison, and this week in car audio. Tune in, tune in, tune in, tune in. This week in car audio. Tune in, tune in, tune in. We'll be talking about bass, talking about chips, talking about rings. You ain't got them, zip your lip. You got a problem, you haven't found, check your grounds. The show about to start. Tune in, 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 tune in. This week in car audio. Yeah. Tune in. This week in car audio.
Welcome to This Week in Car Audio with your host, the Judge, Doug Stockton, co-hosted by Mr. Jeffrey Fernandez. What's up, Jeff?
Hey, Doug, what's going on?
Nothing much. I'm trying to share here real quick. Oops.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the link. So after you share it, I grab the link and I share it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I try to do it
So
conspicuously
did you
while
have
we're
some,
talking.
did you have a show this weekend?
Negative. I was
Just
out,
practice?
not even that. I was out
Really?
visiting my Uncle Caesar
Oh, that's right.
this
Family thing.
past weekend.
Yeah, how did that
Pretty
go?
much. It went pretty good. Man, it wasn't that hot. Well, it kind of was,
It
but
kind of
it
was.
was like a windy, kind of hot. I mean, I don't know. People talk about, oh, it's a dry heat, or it's humid, and I really can't tell the difference. It's either hot or it's not, and it was pretty warm, but there was a nice breeze, so it made it okay, and it wasn't like we were outdoors the whole time anyway. We had some pool time at my Uncle Caesar's place,
Oh, okay.
and it was pretty nice. They had like heated pools at the walk-up uh, blackjack tables. So,
Oh,
you
hold
know,
on, wait. Did they have blackjack tables in the pool?
yes. So,
Oh, that's like almost your dream, dude.
well, I mean, it probably was, but I try not to play at like Caesar's Palace per se because they're like the odds are really bad. I mean, they're not bad, but they pay 6 to 5, where you really want to go to a table that pays what, three to two. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, so I went with some friends, so my daughter and her boyfriend and some other people, and they've never experienced
You? Oh.
a swim up blackjack table at a casino pool before. So we decided to go and check it out, and they had a lot of fun. They spent a lot of money. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It's like, so you're in the pool playing blackjack, and it's like, okay, say you're up. It's like, but
Uh-huh.
I don't want to hold all these chips as I'm waddling through the pool, to the cashier to get change. So it's like, I'm just gonna bet it all.
I'm just gonna
I'm just gonna play until there's no money left.
just gonna
And
put
it's
it
like,
all out there, huh?
yeah, I think that's how they get you. It's like, I don't think anybody wants to be walking around the pool with a bunch of chips in their hands, or even if you color up, there's just, you can't, I don't know. I guess you could put it in your pocket, but
That's a way, right?
pretty
Let's
much,
see
yeah.
here. Is that up and going? Yeah, it says I'm on. Okay. Um, yeah, I need to throw a test on. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope, it's
Oh,
working.
there we go. Okay.
Um, Jeff, you old enough to have kids? I thought you was a teenager all this time. You look like you're 16. That's from Tristan.
Thank you so much for that.
Does that mean you can
Uh,
play a teenager like those guys in their 30s on 90210?
I used to, but and sometimes I'll get a call, or I used to. Well,
Yeah.
I used to more often, and I would have to turn them down, and it's like, you know, sometimes it's cool, and sometimes it's like, I don't know if I could do it, or should I do it anymore, and but
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, I
It's a
mean,
job, I
Luke
guess.
Perry did till he was like what, like 37, played a
Yeah,
teenager.
those guys.
Yeah,
Those guys got had young futures though.
they did. Jose Ramos popping in. This is senior. This is what I miss. You missed me inviting your son to be on here, Jose. That's what you missed. But he couldn't break free. They did their first solo DB drag show this
Oh
weekend at
yeah.
Mello's Auto Repair.
I saw some pictures. Look
Oh,
cool.
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get a hold of him to make sure everything was done correctly. Eric Hansen, hello from the car. Um, So, yeah, I just got to make sure we got everything handled correctly. Make sure they called me with one issue. We got it resolved fairly quickly, and that was it. I went bowling. I did not. I will say I bowled very well. My scores did not reflect my bowling. So, yeah, I didn't make any
What does
money
that
this
mean?
weekend. That's what that means. I didn't make any money. I
Oh,
did
no
not
money.
score well. I bowled well, but there's a lot of luck involved in the game of bowling, and I did not score well. So,
Oh, bummer.
yeah, it is what it is. I go out there, I have fun. This is fun. Uh,
Practice.
Jose Senior says it was a learning experience,
Oh, okay.
so that's good to hear. So we did have some news today. Actually got it on Saturday. We were hoping to get this out to you guys, so we're going to get it out to you today.
Ooh,
This
let's
is
hear it.
about West Coast Finals. Um, I might even be able to try and bring up a picture over here, but let's see here. I want to.
Wait, did you
Um,
say West Coast Finals
I
or
did say
location
location for
or
West Coast.
West Coast Finals location?
That's it. West Coast Final locations.
Oh, okay.
Said Solis has signed the agreement for Solano County Fairgrounds for the
Oh,
Expo
wow.
Center building in Vallejo for West Coast location of finals. Um, so if you guys don't know, that is right next to Vallejo. It's
Okay.
literally across the street from Marine World.
Got peeps in Vallejo.
You got peeps in Vallejo, huh?
Yeah.
So, but we have the indoor expo center building. So we'll
Ooh,
have plenty of
nice.
parking inside for everybody. Um, that's really cool. So yeah, it that's what we got going on. So for you guys on the West Coast, they have camping there, so you can camp overnight at the location, like most of the DB Drag guys typically do. So that's really cool. I'm sorry it took us so long. Sleece has some medical issues going on, so it makes it a little harder to nail stuff down. Plus, we already thought we had nailed down our location as of last year. We had such a great location last year, and the price was reasonable and everything. And because of the East Coast location, we had to move the date 1 week, and that 1 week move cost us that location. Somebody is having a quinceanera or a wedding or something um, in the hall the week that we need it for finals. So I told them we can share. We ain't
Yeah,
afraid to party with them.
that's where the party will end up afterwards, anyways.
That's right. So Joel Yabamit. Hey Joel, this will probably be the closest show to your house.
What?
It is in Vallejo, across the street from Marine World at Solano County Fairgrounds at their indoor conventions or expo center. So that's what we got going on. So yeah, so we got our West Coast location locked down. Let's not embarrass the West Coast and show them there's a reason to have a West Coast location. Let's get as many people as we can. If we can get 26 to 27 people actually attend, and then they enter multiple classes and all that stuff, that's gonna show that we have at least a reasonable attempt at having a location here on the West Coast versus having to drive all the way back east to do an event.
Oh, and
Any
trust me, sometimes that's like that drive kind of sucks sometimes. To be
what
honest,
what's the longest drive you did for World Finals, Jeffrey?
man, it was Nashville, Tennessee, I believe,
Oh,
where I
Nashville.
actually drove.
Oh, you did
Yeah.
you go the year we had it at Spring Break National? No, because we did it in your backyard that year at Lake Paris.
Well, I flew to Daytona Beach, Florida
Uh
for
huh.
finals that year. But as far as driving, I would have to say, yeah, Nashville, Tennessee was the furthest. That was the first couple of years, and then the last couple of years, it was like, we'll just put our cars on car carriers and we'll
Yeah.
just fly. So, but
Speaking of
driving
car
was always
carriers,
nice.
one of our sponsors, Stolman
There you go.
Transportation LLC. That's kind of one of his things he does. So if you guys need some car carrying or transportation, that may be a gentleman to talk to. This be once again that's Stolman Transportation LLC, another one of our sponsors. E-Box Design and Install. Listening from his car today. That's why he said he couldn't be with us. And then Badass Sounds by Steve. There you go.
Yeah,
Those are our sponsors. If you guys get an opportunity,
yeah.
support the people that support things that you like to do. Let them know that you are supporting them because you listen to T.W.I.C.A. and they support that. Joel says, I can bring 3 different cars for Penkadao, but they got to be under
What?
3 different names and they all 3 have to have points. That's how that works. Mel Valadez, say sup, sup. Rosita Espinosa, someday soon gonna become Rosita Martinez.
Whoa.
So apparently, popped the question while they were up there in Surf City, I think. So she got a ring. So congratulations to those two.
Oh, yeah, congratulations.
But any rooms that will be discounted nearby, I'm sure that. So there's a Holiday Inn literally in the parking lot of Solano County Fairgrounds. So my guess is that's what we're probably going to be looking at. So, and like I said, that's in Vallejo. It's literally across the street from Marine World. So if you guys know the area, actually, let's see here. Tony Rosa says congratulations. Rosa says eventually yes, thank you. So yeah, let's see. Sounds good. Got to save our pennies now. For the that's from Rosa for the place. As long as you have your points, Rosa, that's the important. Eric Hansen says, any news on the Texas location for finals? Not yet. We are working on it.
Hopefully soon.
Yep.
A lot of the problems Doug was mentioning is kind of everywhere. We're all having problems, whether it's, you know, bookings or sharing a facility that we don't think would mesh well, like a wedding and and a sound off competition. We're kind of running into a couple problems like that. And what I didn't realize was a lot of the facilities out here in Texas, and I gotta probably should have known was a lot of them have dirt floors.
Because they're horse
Um,
stalls or
because
they're horse
exactly
arenas.
there's like rodeos
Yeah.
and stuff like that and I think I'm not
Hey,
sure how that would mesh well with
hey,
the
maybe you can
cars and
see if the Cowboys are out of town that weekend and use
yeah,
Dallas Stadium.
AT&T Stadium,
Is that what
sure.
it is? AT&T Stadium?
Yeah, I'm sure Jerry Jones will let us give us a
Dude,
good deal.
sweet deal, I'm sure, from Mr. Jones.
I don't think so. But so for those of you asking, it's going to happen soon. We have contingency plans that we can't really reveal at the moment, but it's in the works. So definitely, there's a reason why we got a bunch of these shows lined up, and uh, you know, so
Chris Caudell says, dirt floors, welcome to the East Coast Finals
oh,
location.
is that their
I don't
dirt
know.
floors too?
Uh, Chris, if you know the East Coast location, please let us know. They did say where it was, but I don't remember.
Russellville, wasn't it?
Oh,
Kentucky?
is it in Russell? Oh, is it at that same place? The where they had the multi-venue a few years back in
Uh,
Alabama,
uh-oh.
Muscle Shores. No, that was Muscle Shores,
Oh,
Alabama.
shows.
Yeah, Muscle Shoals. That's right.
We'll need somebody. Okay, yeah,
Oh, it
Chris.
does say. Chris
Yeah, I
says Russellville, Kentucky.
think it's at a fairgrounds also.
Okay. I know what we did one year when we had it down in Laughlin
Yes,
is you were
yes,
there, and
yeah,
we had the dirt floor, but they came in and covered it with some kind of tarp.
yeah. They put a tarp over it, but it didn't really do too much. There was still, well, I mean, it
It
had
helped
to
a
be
lot.
expected. It helped a lot. There was still dust, but
Yes. No. And you know what? That location wasn't too bad because
yeah,
it was
it was really
across
good.
the river. So there was a river between the hotel and where we were at. We were doing the event in Arizona,
Hmm.
and our hotel was in Nevada. So yeah. Chris Cardell says yes, and it's a dirt floor. Let's hope it doesn't rain. Uh,
Oh,
so it's
is
not
it
indoors.
outdoors?
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Is it outdoors, Chris?
Or they might have some overhead awnings or something.
Yeah. Well, because we were actually looking for a location that just had an basically like a lean-to for you people that are familiar with horses, and then we just park underneath it, and it would keep us. He said it's indoors, so it
Oh,
doesn't
okay,
matter if it
nice.
rains.
Well, I guess if you're driving from the outside in, you'll track a bunch of dirt, maybe
Track a bunch of dirt into their dirt.
some mud, some mud. You'll get mud.
Yeah. So, but like I said, big exciting news for us on the West Coast right
Oh
now.
yeah.
Hopefully, we get some great news about Texas next.
Mhm.
So, but we do have Solano County Fairgrounds. I was trying to avoid that place. I was always looking for something
Really?
closer to my house. And
Oh, okay.
you know what? I just threw it in my GPS here,
Hmm.
and it's probably close enough that I would go home at night. It's closer than
Oh,
Sacramento. Well, it's about the same as Sacramento. 78 miles. So it's about the same as Sacramento. So it's not too bad. But if they have a bowling alley there, I might want to stay and do some bowling out of that. Rosa says that's close. It definitely is close if you consider they drove all the way across the country to the 25th anniversary at where was that? Huntsville, Alabama? Is that where we did
uh,
the 20?
Owensboro,
Owensboro. That's
Kentucky.
right. Owensboro,
Owensboro.
Kentucky. So they drove halfway across the country to that one. So that makes Solano County Fairgrounds really close. So
Yeah, and if
Janet,
I were to cherish, definitely cherish those venues and locations where it's nearby because that doesn't happen too often.
yep. Janet says where's the finals at this year? We just told
Mhm.
you for the West Coast, it'll be Solano County Fairgrounds, right across the street from uh, Marine World in Vallejo. All right. Yeah. I mean, Jeffrey, when you first started competing, not until 2007 did we have multi-venue, right? So when
Right.
you competed, everybody in the whole world, they didn't even have finals in Europe or nothing. Everybody in the whole world had to travel over to. At that time, I think we did all the events in. It wasn't Louisville. Where was it? Um, Tennessee.
Yeah,
Uh,
Nashville, Tennessee,
Nashville,
pretty much.
Tennessee. Yep. So we did them all there, Nashville, Tennessee, inside the
Mhm.
Nashville, whatever convention center, right?
Oh yeah.
Mel Valadez. I traveled a little bit one year, so.
Yeah, he did both coasts.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he did Alabama and then
And then
what
traveled
was
over
it?
here to California.
Yeah.
Rose
I'm sure he'll want to do that again this year.
Rosa says, "Woohoo! Only 3 hours away. Better enjoy it while we can."
Yes.
We're the whole reason I am essentially passing the reins on to Jose Ramos and his family is the hope is that they take DB Drag and help continue to grow it and make World Finals even bigger over here. And most likely what'll happen is I'll end up flying here to World Finals. So, and judge World Finals out here on the West Coast. So that's a big probability of what it looks like, even though I'll live in Wichita. So, hey, Janet, I already told you.
I think Rosa replied to
Oh,
the
did she?
comment also. Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
with Solano County Fairgrounds
Rosa
and
says, I
Wichita.
hope so. Yeah, Moses already swore that they were going to come out and see me go to one of your shows or something when I get to the new house. Um, for me personally, I'll be moving to South San Francisco, right next to the airport. So it'll suck not living on the water anymore. Um, but it's the things I got to do for the next couple of years. And it'll put me in a great position for retirement so I can do things I enjoy, like more DB drag shows, potentially all over the world. Travel the world and maybe do some in Brazil and France and Italy and maybe even Australia. Australia is always a place I've wanted to go. So
Do you have your passport?
I do.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
but Australia is I'm a scuba diver, and they
Oh,
have
okay.
some pretty deadly animals. Obviously,
Ooh,
stingrays. If you ask Steve Irwin. But they got wobegongs and they got tiger sharks and
yeah.
all kinds of stuff down there. The Great Barrier Reef, I'd love to go scuba dive that thing.
Yeah, the reef.
So, stuff like that I'd like to go do. Brazil, I've been invited multiple years to go down during Carnival and
What?
do a DB drag, and my wife keeps vetoing that. So
Really? Why?
I
Just
don't know.
kidding.
I'm not sure. Don't get it. Joel says, let's go Brazil. Maybe even get an opportunity to go to the Philippines and maybe help
Cool.
out over there. You know, um, you know, uh, I do want to see the car audio industry grow. Uh,
Mhm.
a big part of the reason that Jeff and I both do this podcast, right? Um, we don't make money off this. The money we do get um, from sponsors typically just barely pays, if it at all, even pays for our annual cost that is just to run this podcast. So, it, you know, we definitely do this for the love of car audio. So, anyway, so Rosa was at the show this weekend. Uh, did you happen to look at any of the pictures or the results or any of that from the show that Jose did?
I saw a couple big numbers
Oh,
from a
did
bunch of
you?
people, like a bunch of 60s. So
Oh,
I was
did
like,
you?
oh man, yeah. And of course, you hit a 60, you got to take a picture in front of it. So
Oh,
I saw people, I think Justin did a
oh,
60.
Stolman Transportation
Yeah.
LLC.
Mm-hmm.
I think he texted me that picture, but I think it was in freestyle. It wasn't
Ah,
in,
wasn't
wasn't in
sealed
DB
on the
drag sealed
dash.
on the
Ah, okay.
dash. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, but 60 still a great number.
Oh yeah.
That's a question I have to get with Jose and help him upload it. I showed him how to do it, so I got to make sure he does that. So that's one of the
Mm.
things we got to do. Moses hit a 61 plus
Yeah.
at freestyle.
Big, big,
Um,
big scores.
yep. So preparing for drag. Anyway, yeah. So we got the event coming up. That's going to be a 4X weekend for you guys that still need points. What's his name? Chivo, Julio, was talking to me about possibly doing another show before then. So
When's a 4X?
the weekend of September 21st and 22nd.
Oh,
So
right. Okay.
a
Yeah.
1X on the 21st, which is the multi-venue.
The multi-venue, yeah.
So it's going to be the hardest 1X points you've ever got because it's not going to be easy. And then 3X on Sunday at the same location. So it'll be Saturday night, Sunday morning, both at Nyman's Auto. So, or Mello's Auto Repair at Nyman Shop. And my understanding is quite possibly that will be the last DB Drag show ever at Mello's Auto Repair.
Mhm.
So, um, Moses says she's getting better in Moses' car. Like I told him, boom check 3. Dude, I was telling him the same thing. Rick Garcia asked, is it only one ring for all venues? I don't know. Do you know that, Jeffrey?
Well, I mean, the ring is reserved for the winners of
World Finals, which means if you win on Sunday, that's how you get the ring.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. But technically, you have to win on Saturday. Well, I guess it depends what format we're talking about.
Yeah.
I do believe for DB Drag Racing, the top two doesn't matter what venue. Top two go heads up. As far as base race, it's the winner of each regional location gets put into a new bracket where they all go heads up depending on how many venues there are.
Yeah.
I think Cyclone is a one-run format, so they knock it out on Saturday. Same thing with freestyle. And Top Dog, of course, is the winner of each regional location is going to get put into a bracket. They all go heads up, which I was kind of looking at it, and somebody brought a good point. So I think last time we did it, last year? So there was a winner from each location. There was 4 locations, so it was a 4-man bracket
for
in
Top Dog and base race.
Right, as well as base race. And someone brought up the fact that that was kind of a small bracket, and I'm like, I suppose it was kind of a small bracket, but it's the winner of each regional locations.
Yep.
And they were like, well, why don't we fill up a bracket? Why don't we go like?
Yep. Do you have a response for that?
I was thinking, hey, maybe that's a good idea. Instead of the top in each location, depending if there was 4. I guess it depends if there was 4 locations. Maybe the top 2 in each location, so that way we can fill up a bracket.
Correct.
I mean, I would like to see something like that for Top Dog, having that many competitors, but
yeah, I don't think we can't do it in base race because the time, right?
Right.
We are limited in time on Sunday, and we can't run it. But in Top Dog, as you saw at the multi-venue that we did last time, we can go through cars really quick, especially if you got 4 different venues. That means 8 cars can be staged, ready to go at any time, right? And you're allowed to run your vehicles and whatnot.
I think we could probably do that for base race. We got 2 lanes technically.
Yeah, but the ties extended so far, right? Where the ties in Top Dog only extended as much as maybe another minute, right? At most. Mel Valdez says maybe need to upgrade one of our shows, Jeffrey. The 21st multi-venue, are all formats available in California? Yes. It's a question on the other locations. Eric said Saturday and Sunday, whatever. He was responding to somebody, I'm sure, and I'm not sure what. But yeah, no, because in base race you tie, you get 30-second reset, then you go 30 seconds again, then you tie again, 30-second reset, right? So 4 ties, you're into this 6 minutes for a run, roughly, right?
Or if you're Chris Caudell watching the show today and commenting, do 12 ties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but in Top Dog, if you tie 6 times, that is literally only 2 minutes. Right? Including setting everything up. So, that's why I'm saying Top Dog is considerably faster. Oh, Chris Caudell says, let's hope not. Hey, those other areas are going to get an opportunity to try and beat the boss if they can win, and California has a guy in the finals. because you got to have the two locations. Otherwise, don't have an opportunity to play Beat the Boss.
But if
So
a winner's at your location, you can't do
you
beat the
can't beat
boss,
the
right?
boss either, unless
Okay.
both the first and second were at my venue.
Oh, okay.
Then they get an opportunity to beat the boss. And if you guys want to beat the boss and you think you got what it takes, all you got to do is come to Autorama. See me in person. I'm here. I'm waiting. Just saying. So, but anyway, no, that's cool. Looking forward to it. I think World Finals will be great. I'm starting all the graphic stuff, putting some stuff together. I got some previous year's T-shirts, some 2016 or 28. Hold on, let me grab one real quick. Tell them about some of your experiences while I'm grabbing these, Jeff.
Doug flexing over here, busting out the what do they call it? The vintage. Which is funny. I say vintage because I buy and sell clothing on the side on what they call Depop, and on Depop I punched in DB Drag Racing, and there were some people selling DB like old DB Drag Racing T-shirts for like $80, and I was like, man, this is crazy.
From what
So
year?
Um, I don't know. I think I took like a couple of screenshots. There's this a shopping website that I get on and buy and sell clothing. And one time I just put DB Drag Racing on the search. It came up like maybe three or four items. There was a Kenwood DB Drag hat from finals. There was
Oh,
a DB Drag Racing shirt. Somebody was trying to sell for like $80. And I'm like, yeah, there you go. I should just sell my old ones.
so
It'll be
this is
considered vintage.
yeah. So this is 2018. And what we'll do is we'll sell these at World Finals, like $5 or something, if we have your
Whoa.
size, you know,
And then turn around and sell it on Depop for like
whatever,
$50.
whatever.
Whatever at that point.
Yep. We can run Beat the Boss during multi-venue. Hey, you don't get an opportunity to go against the boss unless you win. So, and so far, Mr. Hansen, at our last multi-venue thing, you did not win. I'm just saying. I believe he was out first round, right?
No, he didn't qualify.
Oh, that's right. He didn't even qualify.
Yeah.
So you have to qualify and then
Yes.
win,
And
and then
then
you get an
win.
opportunity to beat the boss. You don't just get to go right up to the boss and challenge him. It's not how that works. So, when was the last time you looked at that? Was it called VBOP or something like that?
Depop.
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 Okay. When was the last time you looked at that?
Yeah, it was probably like a couple weeks ago. I guess I
Oh,
could
really? That
look it up.
recently, huh?
Yeah, it had a Kenwood. I know it had the motorcycle on the t-shirt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that was like 2010, 2008.
Whoa. Let me see. I'm on the website now. It's telling me to log in. I
So
got
yeah.
the app on my phone. I can
So
check it there.
yeah, because I have most of the World Finals rings all the way, or not rings, sorry, shirts all the way back to at least 2000, maybe five or seven, somewhere in there. So I got all the ones. Well, when we did the one down in Lake Paris, did you get one of the T-shirts with you? And so what I offered at World Finals, because that particular year the backs were blank, so I offered the competitors for $10. I would put all the names of the pre-registered competitors on the back of the shirt. Did you get one of those?
Mhm. No,
Oh,
no.
okay. Eric Hansen says, I didn't qualify, but I did win top dog in Owensboro. Yes, you did. But that didn't give you an opportunity to try and beat the boss. May have got you a ring, but it didn't get you a chance to beat the boss.
I think he's gonna make it his life's mission to beat the boss. So
Hey, all he has to do is come out to Autorama. Then he's just got to beat all the guys here locally with a car he either brought or borrowed. That's it. That's all he's got to do. But yeah, no, the one year we did down in Lake Paris, same year that they did in Florida. Oh yeah, no, because you flew out to Florida that year.
Yeah, yeah, I was in Florida.
You were. We were right
Yeah.
next to your house, and you flew out to Florida. Oh, you didn't win the ring. Oh, because you just won Owensboro, you didn't win
Right.
the international, right?
Right.
Let's make beat the boss Pankadow version.
Whoa.
I don't think we can do that. I would have to bring a stunt wall. And the whole part of this beat the boss is I just show up and borrow whoever's car and show you how easy it is to do a 9.9 in base race multiple times. Just saying. Also remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna do base race, tie car off, tie two outside the vehicle. Car doesn't ever get turned back on. So have your car ready for that purpose. That's why Dana and Eric sit outside their vehicles, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Depop link. What's that? What's on that link there?
Uh, I hope it's not a virus. No, it's the link to, I think, the DB drag shirt
Okay.
someone's trying to sell as, let's see here. It says rare. Okay, let me look at it. It says Rockford Fosgate DB drag racing competition team. So it looks like it was uh Chris
$85.
Norris.
Oh, it's Chris
85.
Norris?
I don't know. No, I'm just saying he was on the Rockford team, and he was doing finals.
He was.
Oh,
Joel, $85 shirt.
it was marked down from $159.
Half price, baby.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so there was also a Kenwood DB drag racing hat that I should have picked up right away, but it showed some age. It was like a white hat, and like but
What year's on the hat that you have now?
oh, this one?
Yeah.
It's 2000.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. It
And
was a patch.
yeah, I know. So, did you have the full gamut of patches, or were you missing a couple?
I think I don't recall the exact years they were out, but well, I guess I do because when they were handed out at the 25th anniversary,
Uh huh.
it had like all the years. I know Ray and I were trying to collect all the years. I think it went from like 98, and there was a
96.
99, and there was like a 01, 02, 03. I don't
Uh-huh.
think it got out further than that as far as the patches were, but
Okay. Yep. I got that whole stack of patches here. No, I think I gave them all away. I had the stack of patches and I gave them all away. So that's yeah.
hmm,
Memorabilia that we aren't making anymore. So that part's does make it vintage, right?
exactly.
Um,
Never again.
yeah, never again. You're never gonna get those times back. And that's why I try and tell people about the World Finals too. In all reality, World Finals seems like on the day it lasts forever to get started, but once it starts, literally you blink your eyes and it's over. It goes by so quickly, right? Even as judges, they are super long days for us as judges.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
but man, it's like, wow, we just set up. Now we're tearing down. Um, you know, it goes by much faster than you think. Your opportunity to hang out with friends and people that are like-minded
Yeah.
is nothing like it. So if I would encourage everybody to get their points, go to World Finals. Um, Eric says he doesn't even remember who he ran against. So
That's right, because he was like hitting me up. Where's the video? Do you have the video? I'm like, dude, just check out DBTV. Wayne recorded that the whole 2 days.
yep. But no, that's like I said, that's cool. These are great times. On the
Mhm.
West Coast, I don't know so much how Dallas is going to roll with it. Oh, Joel wants to know, Jeffrey, any future plans for DB Dragon SoCal?
As of now, no, not yet.
Okay.
Hopefully soon though. Definitely won't be for this season though. So it might be, I want to say maybe the earliest would probably be October. I mean, I'll be there for sure. We're gonna do a Toys for Tots, so sometime in December. So that's gonna be a lock.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, it's kind of open.
All right. What was the next one you just put up there?
That was actually for, let me see. It was an actual final shirt from, wow, 1998.
Oh,
It says
really?
World Finals, Nashville, Tennessee, November 14th and 15th, 1998. Event sponsor Kenwood. And
Dang.
that's a little bit cheaper. It's like this is 26 bucks. Double X, 2X. And
Oh, that's
let's
not
see.
horrible.
The description says rare 1990s DB drag racing white car T Kenwood audio skater grunge essential boxy cropped fit. I don't know, but I
All
just was
kinds of
like, wow.
things.
I was like, that's kind of cool. They had to go way back for that one. Now I could probably see the Celise right now getting on her computer and then buying it just for nostalgia.
There you go.
That was before, man, that was the first year then, I think, right? Because if it was 25 years,
96
98.
or 98.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wow, yeah, that's a collector's tee then for sure. Maybe I might buy it.
All right. That's not bad. Dang it. He's gonna have to wait till I'm done with my podcast.
Joel says Kenwood shirt. Yes, it actually says
Oh yeah,
Kenwood on there. They were one of the big sponsors. They actually did they provided the Harley
they
Davidson
did.
for deathmatch, right?
Yep. And then Eric
Man,
Hansen says, "What size is it?"
it's a 2X. I think that's your size, Eric.
I don't think that's Eric's size. I've never met the guy, but looking at him on pictures, I don't think 2X is quite his size.
I think it is. I think it is. I think he
Is it?
tried a 3X shirt and it was a little baggy, but he might be more of a 2X, maybe a XL.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can't move this to here. There we go. Let's see here if that fixed that. Woohoo. Oh, I need a longer one. There we go. There we go. That fixed the issue I was having. All right. Uh, you have met me. I have met him. Oh, at World Finals in.
Ah,
That's right.
Owensboro.
Yep, Owensboro. That is correct. Yeah, I don't think he was a 2X. I think that's a lofty goal. Um, but no, that's cool. Like I said, it's I'm looking forward to the West Coast location World Finals. It should be great. Indoors. That means I can leave all my stuff set up overnight. Very handy.
You do anyway, right?
I try to. Yes. Yes. If I have some kind of a semblance of security. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Lee Kochet Kostic. Kostic, there we go. Lee Kostic. Can anyone qualify for World Finals if they have enough points or top 15 in each class? Want to answer that one, Jeff?
Sorry, what was the question? If anyone can
Can
enter if
anyone
he's a top
qualify
15?
for World
Mhm.
Finals if they have enough points or top 15 in the world?
I think that's how it was set up.
It used to be.
It used to be points and you had to be top 15.
Right.
So um I think though
Now it's
there's
just
that
points.
right. That now it's just points.
Okay, so
And
what are the requirements for World Finals if you remember?
so I guess depending on what option you have now that we have that gas saver special.
Yep.
But if you don't, I guess normally it's 100 points
No,
Um,
75.
I'm sorry, 75. It used to be 100.
That's right.
So it's 75 for DB drag, 75 for base race.
Correct.
I believe it's 50 for cyclone, 50 for freestyle, and then 50 points for top dog. I'm not too sure about the Pankadao
Yep.
points
I,
requirements.
I'm guessing Pankadao is going to be
30,
a
50, or exhibition?
exhibition, I believe.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing it is. It's hard to put together a class for one person. So, you know, only one person in the world qualifies for it. We can't have it as its own class, right? And then, do you remember any of the gas saver options?
I know the the 50 point qualification formats was dropped down to 35 points. So like Cyclone was 35, Freestyle was 35, Top Dog was 35 points. I think was it DB Dragon Base Race 50 for the gas saver option?
Stay in Safari.
I think I took a screenshot
Up.
of that.
There we go. So, 2024. Let me read directly from the website. It says all competitors must participate in at least one multi-point event, 2x or 3x, for each format they wish to compete in at the finals. All competitors must have a current 2024 DBDRA membership. So the start date was January 1st. So you have to have one of those. North America Finals registration fees. Option 1, regular registration with standard points, $200. That's DB Drag 75 points, Base Race 75, Top Dog 50, Cyclone 50, and Freestyle 50 points. Option number 2, which is the gas saver option. So it costs another $150, so it'll be $350 for the entry fee. And it will be 50 points for DB Drag, 50 for Base Race, 35 points for Cyclone, 35 points for Top Dog, and 35 points for Freestyle. So if you guys want to buy your points, especially you guys in the like in Northern Nevada and stuff like that, you guys can get your points. Let's see. I'm top 3 in Top Dog and number 5 in Base Race. That's from Eric. How many people need to be in Pankadao for it to be a class? To be honest with you, we need 20 nationwide to make it a reasonable class. So, between all of the venues, we got to have at least 20 people. That's a big part of why Cyclone changed the way we did Cyclone. With the RTAs, we were down to like 2 or 3 people in the entire United States. So we kind of changed the format up a little bit. We gained a lot of people to it, and now it's become a competitive, reasonable format. So
yeah, although a lot of the Cyclone winners from last year, I know, has last year's World Finals winners in, I think, Cyclone Demo Wall and Cyclone Demo Extreme. I know they're not going to be able to make it. They're rebuilding right now, and I think one's actually retired. So man, it's I'm telling people it's practically open.
It's wide open, huh?
It's wide open. So man, you might be able to go home with a ring.
There you go. Jose Ramos, if you're still watching, dude, the widow must play. You need to get that out there. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say it'd be an easy win, but I don't think any of those wins are gonna be easy. He'll definitely have to get the certified, or go to a multi-point, get his points, and then play. And then there's the people that we don't know about that's gonna register and
sneak in there.
I know for a fact that the previous champions will not be there this year. So if that's any kind of like,
you hear that, Julio? There's Julio. He likes to play in that Cyclone.
Perfect timing.
We got guys down in Fresno that probably have enough points that they can be doing it. So
check your points.
Yep. So Rosa, You and Moses should be telling those people down in Fresno, especially about like this gas saver thing, because we
Yeah.
had plenty of 3Xs and whatnot in down in Fresno. They should have close to points and potentially have they at least have the multi point or multi point attendance thing.
Right.
Uh, will rings be given on all classes? The typical answer is yes. Rosa says, "Yep, we're gonna start letting people know." Guys like Carlos and stuff. I mean, we got that 4X still left up in Sacramento, not including any other shows that we put on between now and then. Great opportunity for all you Fresno folk to get your points and come on up to World Finals. Jose Ramos Sr. told me last Saturday they are preparing for Pankadao next season.
Oh, there
That's
you go.
good. I mean, that's all that stuff's important. So,
Speaking of rings,
yeah.
did we mention the ring sponsor this year?
No, we have not.
I think we might have a couple of shows ago, but it's Crossfire Car Audio is sponsoring the rings this year for
Yep.
finals. So
Which is so this isn't a slight at all on Incriminator Audio. They're really good friends of mine, but they've been the ring sponsor since we started giving out rings. And
he's even mentioned it on the show when we had him. He was like,
yep.
Celise doesn't even ask me anymore. She just sends me the invoice and,
Yeah.
and he pays it. But Incriminator, sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah, no, go
Incriminator is also a sponsor of
Yes.
this year's finals. Yeah, he's the Blue Reserve sponsor. for
Which
this
I don't
year.
know what that means, but that's what he is.
Yes, nor do I. Maybe someone could shed some light, maybe.
Yeah.
Celise, but yeah.
But they're still a sponsor of the event,
Yes.
as they always are. I mean, they're great supporters of the car audio industry and families and whatnot. But Crossfire stepped up and made the ring sponsorship this year, so all the rings will come with a Crossfire logo on them. So if you're a Crossfire faithful, you need to step up and get your ring with your logo on it.
Yeah.
Just saying, right, Jeffrey?
Exactly. I mean, if you're like a Team Crossfire member, and what more that'll let the whole world know that you're Team Crossfire, but a championship ring that says Crossfire on there. So,
Yep. Les wants to know, Les Kostich wants to know who's judging Kentucky venue. Oops.
I don't know, is that like public yet, or I mean, I can only assume.
I know it's gonna be Jeremy, right?
Right, but we could assume it's Jeremy because that's
Yeah.
pretty much
That's his area.
His area, correct.
Yeah.
So
So
I don't think he's going to be judging West Coast
no, he's not gonna drive all the way over here to California and Texas or to Canada.
or to Canada. Right?
Yeah. So my guess, pretty strongly, it's gonna be Jeremy as the head judge out there. Eric Hansen, Crossfire Car Audio for the win. But yeah, no, that's like I said. These are opportunities for you as competitors. Is that no wall? The Torino, is that even competing this year?
I don't believe so.
Horner, Dan Horner,
Yeah.
is he? I haven't seen him out there. So there's one of your 170s cars, no wall 170s. Haven't seen him anywhere, right?
There were a lot of them that we, Roger and I, were kind of looking at, and we're like, dude, this guy doesn't have his points. I don't know if he's gonna go to finals. And we're like, man, that just opens it up. There's a saying that I always say was, when there's change, there's opportunity. So when somebody doesn't decide to attend finals, or you could see clearly they don't have enough points for finals, and let's just get the wheels turning. Like, oh man, there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity.
There is.
Mhm.
People that were just on the bubble of having a chance to win is they got a great opportunity this year. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. In just about all classes. I mean, some of the big dogs aren't going to make it this year, right?
Right.
Chemo. What's going on, Chemo? He just did the Surf City show.
Surf City, yeah.
So there's Chemo. Where is West Coast Finals? West Coast Finals will be at Solano County Fairgrounds, right across the street from Marine World. You're familiar with that place? I know you are. I think you've been to a couple of shows there. Mel Valadez with the devil smile or something
Uh-oh.
there. The purple devil emoji. But yeah. So I think we made the announcements that we had today. For you guys that are interested, I talked to Celeste today. She's in really good spirits, so she's been doing pretty good, and it's great to hear. She had tons of energy when I was talking to her today. She's still going through her processes and still getting world finals all together at the same time. She's a machine, for you guys that don't know her. So,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, so she's doing her thing and trying to make it the best world final she possibly can for you guys. So keep that in mind. This is, um, I'm sure it's not easy for her, but anyway, like I said, it is
Yeah.
what it is. Everybody's doing good. The West Coast now has a venue, and we are waiting on Tejas. So
Does Canada, did they, well, I mean, I don't know. It's like,
I don't
I'm
know. It's
assuming.
always at Spruce Groves.
Yes. I think it's at, is it at Ray's shop at uh,
Typically, it is, yes.
FX Audio?
Sponsorships for World Finals is available still. That is correct.
Correct.
Get a hold of Celise
I was trying to
and
look for the post that they put about,
oh, did they put one out there?
yeah, something about sponsorship opportunities for wanting to be a sponsor of finals. Let her know. I think,
Yeah,
yeah,
for
like
teams
if
and
you,
all that.
right,
Yeah.
yes,
So,
yeah,
yeah, there is a post if you look it up. Um,
hmm,
if you guys really want to, message me and I'll get Celise in contact with you guys.
hmm,
So, yeah, there's shirt sponsors, there's decal sponsors.
right,
I think somebody picked up the decal sponsor.
okay.
I
Oh,
think
and there's trophy sponsors too,
there's
which I
trophy
think that's
sponsors.
open.
Yep.
Or I think it said pending. It said
Okay.
pending for the trophy sponsors, but I think Excess Power would sponsor the electricity,
Yep.
right? For
For
it
the
seemed
East
like they
Coast
were doing it
venue,
every year.
usually.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So man, yeah, there's sponsors. I think you could even be like, well, I don't know if there's going to be a after party sponsor this year, but you can sponsor the after party. I know at Owensboro there was
Yep.
I think there might have been a sponsor. So
Or two.
yeah.
So, all right, Jeffrey. Well, we're running up on our hour. Why don't you talk about
Wow.
what's behind you, sir?
Yeah, so I got a couple of shows I put on the calendar last week, but it's going to be the what I call the base race bonus shows. So it's essentially base race and top dog. First one's going to be Saturday, September 7th at 6 p.m. Again, base
Instead
race and
of Memorial Weekend or Labor Day weekend.
correct, which I'm kind of glad because I checked the weather and it's going to be stormy and rainy this weekend, which would have
Okay.
been the dates that we had in mind. But
Uh huh.
again, so the format's available for the show is going to be base race and top dog only. It used to be just points, but now there's going to be trophies involved.
Oh.
It's going to be at Crossfire Car Audio. You guys could see the address over my shoulder. And then the following day, Sunday, September 8th at 6 p.m., also a night show. Same deal, base race and top dog. Oh, I forgot to mention, see, I'm kind of blocking it here. Cash prize for top dog. There's going to be a cash pot. Um, $10 from the entry fees. It's going to go to the cash pot. So the more entries we get, the bigger the cash pot is going to be. Last show, I think we had 8 people, so it was like $80. $80 for the cash prize.
Hey,
So
Eric wants to know red
instead of a
trophies.
retro, I believe it's gonna be gold. It'll be
Cool.
gold. So
There was
red,
some
you're gonna
badass red trophies here in on the west side of the world. Just saying.
bummers. Eric would have had to have
And they were
flown.
tall. They were 4 foot tall for first, Eric. So just saying.
Yes, but definitely check out the DB Drag Racing calendar for all the details. I'm gonna do up the Facebook event page for the two events, so keep an eye out on that. And if you guys want to be alerted or get on the list of all the notifications, check out Boom Audio Competitions on Facebook. I usually post it on there first, and then there's a little invite button where I just punch, and then I put all these people on and groups and stuff like that. So if you want to be notified of all the shows happening, um, not just for Texas but everywhere else, definitely like Boom Audio Competitions on Facebook.
Yep, same with Sonic FX, obviously.
Yes, yes.
Eric Hansen says he can't show up for gold.
Bummer. But what about the green, the cash for
That's
Top
right.
Dog?
That's
First,
right.
I think was it the first day? Yeah, it was the first one I had, the base race and Top Dog only show. He took the money, and then I think Dana took it the following day,
Uh-huh. And
and
then
then wow,
Roger.
Roger took it. So it's like there, I don't know if there's been any repeat winners. So,
So is, is there?
nobody's a shoe-in.
So might we have some of Roger's money available at that show?
At that show, possibly, I
We'll
think
see
one time,
if he's
one
entertained,
time,
right?
yes,
He'll
yeah,
go.
but
Are you not entertained?
but you know what? And when I was giving away the money, I think it was that Sunday, he had said something. I was like, "Oh, what? You're matching it? You're matching it?" And then he was like, "No, no, no." But he's also a competitor at the last Top Dog, event. And then he had said, "If I win, I'm not just going to give the money to myself. I'll give it to the second place guy," which I thought was okay,
uh,
cool. So if he's in the competition and he wins and you play second, he said he'll give you the money. So
let's see. Gary Killian popping in here. He says Celeste has provided awards for things outside of placing in competitions such as
yes,
sponsorship, sportsmanship, etc. She always
employee of the
been
year or
amazing.
employee
Competitor
competitor
of
of
the
the
year.
year.
But this year she is going above and beyond while fighting such a life-threatening
Mm,
battle. I think we
yes.
need to come together, see more. Uh, let's see here. Let's see. It says,
And provide her with something to show our appreciation. That's what he finished
um,
out saying.
well, if I said, oh, there we go. Yes, come
Yeah.
together and provide her with something to show her our appreciation. That's it. So, oh, the Seymour was on a different. Got you.
Yeah.
Now I can see it. Okay. But anyway, with that being said, we'd like to thank our sponsors again. eBox Design and Install. That's Eric Hansen in the chat right there. We got Stolman LLC, Stolman Transportation LLC. If you need to get your car to World Finals, he would be the guy for that. And Badass Sounds by Steve Bass. He's out of Texas, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's out of Texas. So once again, if you get an opportunity, purchase something from somebody who sponsors something you like to do. So if you
Or at
enjoy
least
this,
mention.
yeah,
Mention it.
yeah, just
Right.
just mention the podcast. If you even if you just see them in passing or whatever, and just mention, hey, I saw your name on the podcast. That never hurts anybody's feelings and stuff like that. Currently don't have any shows scheduled until the 21st. I'm sorry, not Jose. Julio,
Mhm.
Julio Cesar Chavez, homeboy,
What?
Chivo, send it. Uh,
Chivo.
said he was going to talk to me about some shows, and until I hear from him, currently I have no shows on the schedule. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week at 5:30 California time, the only time that matters. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.